Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amber. This is About That Mama Life, and we do all kinds of fun stuff on this channel. Today we're doing this bright yellow pineapple stamped summery gorgeous highlighter mani. So if you follow me on Instagram, I posted this picture of this cute pineapple stamp mani, and that is what inspired this tutorial. So I just received this Virgo Gem dip kit, and I waited to do the video so we could play with this stuff together. You guys are my witnesses. This is my first time opening this package and trying out these products. So this will be my review of Virgo Gem. And if you haven't watched my previous nail videos, I use a lot of Sparkle & Co. products, and I got turned on to Virgo Gem from the recommendation of the beautiful Marla Chris. If you haven't checked her out, you've got to check out her channel. Look at this highlighter yellow color. It's called Hawaii. It is so pretty. So here are my natural bare nails, and we are going to start dipping. So I typically do the same application method no matter what I'm doing, and that is 3 total dips, with the first dip about a third of the way away from the cuticle. So you can see here I'm painting the bottom 2/3, dipping, tapping off, and then going into the next nail. I wanted to make sure that I did my application the same as I always do, so that I could really give these products a fair shake while I'm trying them out. So while you guys watch me apply this color, I'll kind of tell you a little bit about my nail dip history and what I've been using. So this is first dip, and look at that color payoff. It's so opaque, and I'm so impressed at this point. I started with a cheap Amazon dip kit, and that worked. You know, you get what you pay for. It worked okay for like 30 or 40 bucks. And then I upgraded to Sparkle & Co. And I was just flabbergasted at the quality of the products compared to the Model 1s that I had been using. And as my base started to run out, I needed some new liquids, and I thought I would try out Virgo Gem after watching the beautiful Marla Chris. If you haven't watched her on YouTube, you have to check her out. She's amazing. I went ahead and bought this kit, and here we go. Here we are. We're trying it out. So I'm on my second dip here, and so far I am super impressed. You saw the color payoff right away. It was not thin. It was not see-through. It was like highlighter yellow right from the first dip. The powder was very buttery and soft. The liquids are very comparable to Sparkle & Co. So I will tell you, as far as my review goes, these products are very comparable to Sparkle & Co. So here's my second dip, and you can see the color there, cuticle to tip. I'm going to go ahead and paint the entire nail again for my third dip. So Virgo Gem for me is definitely a thumbs up. I really like the liquids. I really like the powder. This is my first time using it, so I will be using this a few more times before I start going crazy and buying a bunch of colors off their website. So here we go, finishing the third dip. I'm just painting the whole nail, dipping it in, tapping it off, and then I didn't have to use my cuticle tool really all that much tracing around my cuticle. This applied so nicely that, I mean, I did it just because I always do it, but I really didn't need to. So I'm just dusting off any excess powder and cleaning up any little bits of anything that was stuck to my skin. All right, so that is 3 total dips, and now we're going to get into activating. So I go ahead and activate every nail and go through and do it a second time as well. And I just spilled that powder everywhere. Go me. I'm going to grab my file, and I'm just using this on my sidewalls and the tips to really carve out the shape of my nail. I have this kind of like coffin tip shape to my natural nails. Once you dip, that shape just kind of bubbles up. And so I find using a hand file to just kind of clean the tips up works really well. Now I'm using my Melody Susie e-file. I have it on a really low speed, and this tip is so gentle. It does not tear up my cuticles. It allows me to just kind of clean up that line, fade it right into my cuticle so it looks really, really nice. And I'm only using this around my cuticle area to thin it out and give me a nice smooth grade from cuticle down to tip. I grab a buffing block, and I just use that to finish buffing the rest of my nails to make it nice and smooth and have a good finish from cuticle to tip. This is a stiffer brush that I use after all my filing to get all that powder off. And here they are, filed, activated, buffed, and ready to stamp. So these stamping plates I got off of Amazon. I'm going to go ahead and use the Sparkle & Co. Cuticle Guard. This is just kind of like a little latexy cuticle guard, so when you're stamping, you don't get the excess polish all over your skin. I'm painting my what is this? Stamping polish. I got at Walmart from my Walmart stamp kit. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. And I'm doing this in real time so you guys can see what I do. I scrape every direction. I put my stamper down, and then I'm just checking everything looks good. I'm lining it up and looking through the little viewfinder end, placing it where I want it, and then I just stamp it down. And there we go. Most of that excess polish got on the cuticle guard, not my finger, so I'm taking tweezers to peel that up. And this is so satisfying. Yes. Look at how cute. I got a little bit of extra stamping polish next to my cuticle. So I'm just taking this little brush with a little bit of acetone and just kind of cleaning it up a little bit. But here we go. Stamp on. Okay, while I clean this up, I will tell you that I'm going to use dip top coat on top of this. It can be a little bit finicky to use, and it can make your stamp polish run, so you have to be really gentle with it, but it's all I have, so I'm going to show you what I do. I'm going to go ahead and activate every nail except for my stamped nail, because this is what cures the top coat. Now the stamped nail is going to take longer to dry because I didn't put fresh activator on top. So we're going to go ahead and to the top coat, and we're going to do our first layer on all of our nails. I do my stamped nail last to give it as much time for that polish to dry as possible. Because a little bit of that yellow is transferring to my brush, I'm wiping that top coat brush off in between each application. Now I go off camera so you can't see this here on this one, but I just did 3 swipes, corner, middle, corner, and that was it. And it didn't bleed. It worked just fine. After I let it dry, I go in and do my second coat of top coat, and I slowed it down to real time so you could see how I apply it on my stamp nail. Because this is the second layer, it's a little more forgiving. You can put a little bit more on and take your time. But there we are. Stamped, full dip system, Virgo and Gem. Absolutely beautiful. I am obsessed. Look at how cute these nails are. Seriously. Okay, so I went ahead off camera and did my right hand, 3 dips, activated, buffed, put my cuticle guard on, and now we're going to get into stamping. I'm going to do this other pineapple, and I slowed it back down to real time so you could see again what I do. The stamping polish, again, I got off of Walmart. I have a video where I use that kit, and if you want to check it out, I have a bunch of different nail tutorials on my channel. So I'm just scraping this off every direction possible, getting as much of that excess polish off, and then I'm going to pick it up on my stamper. And I'm going to show you guys a quick little stamp. So I line it up and stamp it down. There we go. Pineapple-licious. So cute. I am absolutely obsessed. And then I have my lint roller I use to take off any excess polish that was still on my stamper. You can also use this once you picked up the stamp. If it picked up more than you wanted, you can just remove the excess with the lint roller. And boom. Perfect. Love it. I'm going to go ahead and activate and top coat just like I did the other hand. So I'm going to kind of speed through this because it's a bunch of stuff you guys have already seen. And my thumb I'm letting hang out pointing down for just a second, because you'll notice when I top coat the rest of my nails, my thumb is pointing up, and I found that sometimes the top coat will run back towards your cuticle and flood your cuticle. So I just hold it down for a second to let the top coat dry. And here we are. Look at how beautiful these are. Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and got a little inspiration. I would love if you would tag me on any of your nail creations. It's at About That Mama Life. And don't forget that I am having a giveaway. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel before you leave. Here's another reminder. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.